Hello everyone, my name is Alex Martinez, and today in this video I am going to guide you through this awesome technology called CurieTech. So what's up with CurieTech? I haven't been able to explore a whole ton about it, but we have here different kind of agents that you can use from their platform online. So if you go to platform.curietech.ai, or I think if you go to curietech.ai, you will be able to see like the landing page and see like what different things it can do for you. So there are different kinds of products. There's coding agents, testing agents, documentation agents, code review agents, and migration documentation agents. Right now I have only been exploring the coding agents, to be honest with you, but hopefully I can get to the other ones soon. So as you can see from here, you can like do some stuff with your MuleSoft projects. You can do a test drive and sign up for free. So you don't have to like buy it or anything. You can just try it out. And the one that I think is the most awesome one so far, because I'm a DataWeave coder at heart, is a DataWeave generator. So it's pretty much like you give it a sample input and a sample output, and it will try to generate the code for you. And I have been trying it out like for a few days, and it's really cool. I only tried the no repository option, but there's also one with repository. I don't know how this works exactly because I don't have anything here. You can also upload from your computer or use a mapping table, which is cool because apparently it's an Excel file that you can use. But let's just go old school and try the no repo option. One of the things that I can notice right away is that the sample input format is limited. Because like you have XML, YAML, JSON, CSV, and EDI, which maybe are like the most basic ones, but I use text a lot. But it makes sense, like it doesn't accept text because that would be like more complex. So let's start with JSON. And to test it out, I kind of wanted to go back to my DataWeave programming challenges series. And I thought the number 4 would be cool because there are like actually 2 different ways of solving this one. So I'm kind of curious of like, what will it do? And the other cool thing about CurieTech is like you can generate different input and output samples and not just one. So it can kind of like look at different examples of how it works. And it reminded me of this challenge because I actually added 3 different scenarios of it. So the challenge is pretty much you have to solve the Hanoi Tower kind of thing. So let me just show you a video really quickly of how this looks like. So this is how you solve the Hanoi Tower. Like you have the 3 disks, you have to move them around to get from one point to the other point, but you can only put a smaller disk on top of a bigger disk. So this is a thing. And here are the 3 scenarios for the input. So let's put the first scenario. This is a JSON. Then the second scenario is going to be this other one. So in this first scenario, we have 3 disks and they're all in tower A, 1, 2, 3. So we want them to be moved to tower C. So this one, we want to see that in the output. I'm going to put it there in a moment. In the second one, we have 4 disks. So they're all in tower A, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to move them to tower C. Also, these moves will increment depending on like how many moves it takes for you to do that. Scenario 3 is this one. So add another one. And now we have 7 disks and the target tower is Y. So in the first 2 we had A, B, C. Now we have X, Y, Z. So it will start in tower Z from 1 to 7, and we want to move them to tower Y. So I thought this was a really nice one because, okay, well, let me just put the output first. And then I will come back to tell you why this is fun. Okay, so sample 1 has to end up with 7 moves, still 3 disks, and now all the 3 disks are in tower C. Then on the scenario number 2, oh, it removed the other ones? Oh, that sucks. Well, now I have to copy and paste one by one. Oh, but like, if the product team is watching, maybe don't remove the scenarios just yet, because someone created this article where you have the scenarios separated by input and output. So now I just have to go back and forth, back and forth. All right, scenario 3. So we still have the first one, yes. And then the second one. So we end up with the 4 disks in tower C. And then if we put the third one from here. So now we started in tower Z and we end up in tower Y. Oh, and then I also have here the link for the DataWeave playground. So if you click on this, you can like open the DataWeave playground and move around the things so you can play around with it. So right now this is not solved. The idea is that you solve it, and this is the output that you have to get. So we'll use this to test it out. Anyway, first let's try it out. There's also some notes, so let's add some notes to this. Let's give the explanation here. And then the rules. Okay, submit, and let's see what it does. I've been playing around with the DataWeave generator, as you can see. I have been playing around with CurieTech from before, but I hadn't actually created an account. This is the first account that I create. And I don't know if you saw my previous videos about using Cursor, but I kind of came here to try to use a code enhancer to see if it would apply best practices to my project automatically. It didn't, but maybe it's because, like, I don't know, I set it up wrong or something. But I would be very curious to try out the best practices thing with CurieTech. For now, I'm just trying it with the DataWeave generator because it's a really, really cool product that I really like. It is taking a while to answer, but the previous ones that I did not take that long. But anyway, what I was telling you is that this is a cool challenge, because if we go and see what Felix did here, this is like the large solution that he did. So we have a few lines of code, but then he went ahead and created a super short solution, which is like only 9 lines of code. Okay, he generated it. It took 1 minute, 39 seconds. But first, let me try Felix's one. Felix is a DataWeave guru. Okay, so if I put it here, let me just... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just going to move everything. All right, so this is Felix's solution. And the moves end up being 7 as we wanted. Let me try the biggest one to see, like, because I put here it was 127, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Maybe it is, I don't know. So this is the input of the largest one. And the output was supposed to be 127, 7, and then like everything on the Y. So when we put this, Felix actually ends up with 127 too, with only 9 lines of code. And that's why I thought this was a nice one, because like Felix was able to kind of like cheat on it and just do like a math operation instead of actually moving the things around with a like a recursive function or something. But that's fair. I mean, it works. It actually does the thing. So that's what I wanted to see. So what did CurieTech do? It's still a few lines of code. It's not that much. So first, let's put it here. And yeah, we still have 127. So it feels like it does work. So now let's take a look at the code and see what it did. So it just has the output application JSON, and then it says calculate minimum moves using the formula 2 times n minus 1. Isn't that what Felix did? Yeah. 2 times disks minus 1. Yeah, 2 pow payload dot disks minus 1. This is awesome. So it actually figured out like how to do it. But Felix is just like creating an update operator there, and this DataWeave is just doing the mapping directly. So let me remove the comments just to see like how many lines are there without the comments. Then preserve the number of disks. Yeah, this is fine. Felix is just not touching the disks. Then we have the target tower, which is just a one-to-one mapping from target tower payload dot target tower. Then we have the tower state. So this is doing payload dot towers map object. For each tower, check if it's the target tower. I feel like this is not necessary. Let me zoom out a little bit. So it's putting out the towers. Oh, and it's checking the key. If key as string equals payload dot target tower as string, then we're moving the disks. So 1, 2, payload dot disks. If target tower, fill with sequence 1 to n. Yeah. Else, if not target tower, empty array. Okay, that is fair. That is one way to do it, definitely. What Felix did here is just like take the start tower, put an empty array, and then if this is the target tower, okay, I see what you did. Then you are just taking the towers from the start tower and moving them to the target tower. So it's kind of like this DataWeave, instead of getting the towers from the target tower, no, from the start tower to the target tower, what it's doing is just like generate them from 1 to whatever number. In this case, is 7. I mean, it works. I don't know if it's the most performant way to do it. It seems like Felix's one is way more performant. But it works. It does work. So cool. That was one test. All right, now let's try this one, the number 7, modify certain values from a JSON structure. So in this one, I think I only have one scenario. Yeah, but we can tell CurieTech how this works. Or Curie, I guess this just says Curie, so maybe we can just like call her Curie. So let's start another DataWeave thing. New DataWeave generator task. This is gonna be a JSON, so input data is this. And output data is this. All right, and then the explanation of the problem. Let's just copy and paste it. So create a DataWeave script that will update all the values to uppercase, except the ones in which the field equals this name, like this one. For example, the first field name with the value A. This one. Oh, has to be transformed to A. However, the field this name with the value def should stay the same. Oh, I already know how to fix this. Well, yeah, I created the challenge. So yeah, A, B, B, C, C. There's a list, nothing here. This is just to like bamboozle you. We have the DF. DF says the same. This E will go uppercase, 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 and lowercase, uppercase. Okay. So let's submit it. And in the meantime, let me close the other thing and open this in the DataWeave playground. And let's see how much it takes for this one. This should be easier, in my opinion, but we'll see. Maybe I can even generate the tests here, so it can like let me know if it's actually like without me having to verify it manually. Okay, let's see. I feel like that was a lot of code. That was a lot of code. Oh my god, no. No. No, this is not. I'm not even gonna try to understand that. No, that is not. I mean, does it work, first of all? So we end up with A, B, let's see, A, B, C, D, F, 500, E, F, and J, H, I, J, K, H, and yeah. So this is the same, but like I know for a fact there is an easier way to do this than doing this whole thing. So maybe like for more complex examples, this is not the best, but I can see like kind of the mapping that it did and why it did it. Can I tell it like this is not good or something? No, I can't, right? What's this? Help library? No. Yeah, I cannot really tell it that this was not a good code. But that's fine. Oh, there's a ladybug. Anyway, what if I try it again? I wonder, will it create a different thing? So let's see. JSON, input, output. And what if I don't give it any instructions? And I just love ladybugs. So this took 29 seconds. And I think it generated a new code. Let me just put it here. Transform value, field name, value any. If the value is a string and field name is not this name, convert to uppercase. Fair. This is fair. Function to transform objects recursively. Handle different types of values. Yeah. This is better. This is like 26 lines of code, but this is still not the best way to do it. So I wonder if there's a way to keep teaching it what to do. I don't know if this is reading the DataWeave modules and functions, because like I can just go into my answer here. Yeah, mapLeafValues. I used mapLeafValues. Simple as that. Let me just remove all the empty lines. 8 lines of code. So pretty much get the mapLeafValues function and then check if the path -1 dot selector, this means like the name of the field from the value, equals this name, then output the value without modification. Else, put the value in uppercase. So that's as easy as that. What is my second solution anyway? Oh, also mapLeafValues. But like using like the $sign expression instead of using like the value path expression. So yeah, I don't know if CurieTech is just not reading the modules. Like for example, this is a tree module. Maybe that's it. But it would be a nice thing to like teach it how to do it. All right, that is all for this video. In my next video, I will go ahead and test one of the others, other agents here. I don't know, like the integration generation or the code enhancer. Or maybe we can try some of the, oh, there's sample data generation. There's also like diagram generator, document generator. So this is really cool. I will try some of these definitely, but in my next video. For now, I think this is really cool, but I kind of want to go back to my main focus, which was like trying to get an agent to apply best practices to my Mule project. So let's see if CurieTech can do it. We saw that Cursor can do it with rules if you like tell it exactly what to do, which is nice. Like you don't have to teach it again. It can just go and read the rules. So if you didn't watch that with Cursor, just go ahead and check my previous video on my YouTube channel or on my playlist or on prosdev.com. And we'll see what else we can do with CurieTech. All right, see you in the next video. Bye!